Hey everybody, let's talk about productivity. And with this video, I'm starting the productivity series, and there will be 3 episodes in this series. First would be 3 myths of productivity, which is this video. Second would be 3 laws of productivity, and third would be 3 powers of productivity. Now this begs one question: what gives me credibility to talk about productivity? Or who am I to talk about productivity, right? Let me tell you that I am full-time working professional as well as a YouTuber. I shoot 2 videos per week along with the scripting and editing part of the video. And if you ask about my non-professional life, I do exercise an hour per day. Also, I watch lot of YouTube videos, of course to educate myself as well as to entertain myself. And after doing all this, I still don't consider myself as 100% productive guy. Because I'm just like you guys. I get distracted many times and have done things that I'm not really proud of, and have tried many times to get me back on track. But if we understand some concepts of productivity, then we understand our relation with work much better. Also, I believe being productive without having fun is kind of pointless. We want to have fun along the way because we want to perform at our best. At the same time, we want to feel at our best. If this sounds productive and interesting to you, let's start the video. First myth is I don't have time. Here key idea is I don't have time is a lie. The truth is I'm actively choosing not to make time for that thing. For example, when I say I can't go to the gym because I don't have time, that's a lie. Truth is going to the gym is not a high priority task for me. That's why I'm not making time for that thing. Whole idea is when you say I don't have time, that means you are blaming time and demanding that it should be more for you. But that's not possible. Me, you and Elon Musk, we all have that same amount of 24 hours. And in those hours, some of them are doing what they want to do, and some of them are saying they can't do it in those amount of time. On the other hand, when I'm saying I'm actively choosing not to make time for that thing, that means I'm showing I have complete control over my time. It's just that that task is not important enough for me to do it. And if you're still stuck with I don't have time, then I have one exercise for you. What you need to do is track down all your activities for a few days, and after a few days see those activities, and you will realize that you have wasted so much time in silly YouTube videos or in infinite stream of Instagram or in some other social media app. Do you know one secret of our brain? Brain always needs something to hold on to, and if you don't provide something useful, then brain will take anything to hold on to, including junk. So you can do whatever you want to do with your time. It's just that you need to do some planning of your to-do list, because it's not the game of time, it's the game of limited choices that we have. You can also check out this book Make Time by Jack and John, which will give you 100-ish productivity tips that you can apply to your time and make yourself productive. So never say I don't have time. Replace it with something else. Now second myth is motivation. Let's understand with the help of an example. First of all, you get a thought that I should study. Then you are waiting for the feeling of studying, which is motivation. And then after some time you take the action of actually studying it. But motivation is a feeling, and relying on feeling to take action is a recipe of disaster, because feelings are temporary, short-lived and fleeting. It depends on a hell lot of things, like your mood, like your current situation and many other things. Ideally it should be like you get a thought and you do the action. That's what we call discipline. Now you would say it easier said than done, Mihir, and I totally agree with you. We don't live in ideal worlds. We need to do something to hack our motivation, and there are 2 ways to conquering it. First is through action, second is through outcome. In action, we can make the action more pleasurable. For example, you can listen to instrumental music while studying it. This will increase your likelihood to study again. And second, you can make inaction more painful. For example, you can bring money on the line. You can tell your brother and sister that you will get 1000 rupees if I don't study X hours per day, considering those days are non-exceptional days. This way you can design your own system and have fun. And second is through outcome. Under outcome, you can reduce the feedback loop. If you can reduce the feedback loop, then you can easily create a habit. And check out this video on Atomic Habits, where I have unfolded the science of this fun stuff. Continuing our previous example, you can track down your study time on weekly and monthly basis, and this is how you will make it a game. Second is make outcome more salient. For example, you want to go to Oxford University, then look at the life of the people who are inside the Oxford University. Look how rewarding your life could be, and this is how you are indirectly reinforcing your desire of study. Last but not least, the myth of multitasking. By multitasking, I mean task switching. There's a research that shows that when we switch from one task to the another, our some attention is not fully available to focus on the second task. This is what we call attention residual. So please note, we can always focus on one thing at a time. So key idea is to hit something known as flow state, where you get fully immersed into the work and lose completely track of time and forgot about other things other than the things that is required to do that task. This is really a pinnacle of human experience. Research also says that flow state gives satisfaction and happiness in our life. And there are two ways to going into the flow state. First is when we are voluntarily involved in some task that is just difficult enough to be interesting but not so difficult enough to be frustrating. So it's really important to find that stretch zone, and you can find your stretch zone by asking a question. For example, if you're running your YouTube channel, then you can ask a question: how can I make my next video go viral? Or if your exams were tomorrow, then how you can gain most of the marks in short period of time. And improving these skills will make you successful eventually. So aim for the flow state. Second is avoid distraction while you are in the flow state. I always turn off the notification of mobile and laptop while making this video, because this will pulls me out from the flow state. And if we allow ourselves to get distracted, then we can never go into the flow state, because flow state relies on full attention without being interrupted. So it's in our hand to go into the flow state. And let me tell you the truth, not the Instagram stories or WhatsApp messages will make me happy, but flow state will. So do not get distracted by putting phone near you while doing some work. That's all from my side today, guys. I hope I have broken some of your belief and feed some food to your productivity thoughts. And if you're new here, then please consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.